So we've been talking about the snowy conditions, the ice and the cold, but this kind of helps put it into perspective of just how cold it is and how icy it is. So if you can imagine this umbrella, imagine the sidewalks, imagine the street. This is what you might see at a mid-level intoxication. And as you can see, you can't see. And that's what makes this so dangerous. Kutztown police say watching the Facebook post explode has been a bit amusing, but the people selected will play a vital role in police training. It is still a lot of damage on this street. Take a look at this car. It's one of the most badly damaged on the block. You can see the back windshield is broken out, and I want to bring you to the front here. As the excitement is already in the air, you can look behind me and see all of the vintage planes and people dressed in clothing from the 1940s all along the side of this building. You can see the windows are open. Some of them are broken out. They're covered in soot. You want to keep an eye out for those gray egg masses. You can look here and you can probably make out the cluster of eggs, but officials say by scraping or even smashing them, that could get rid of hundreds of bugs. I'm standing under a bus stop right now, so the snow has stopped falling, but when I stick my hand out here, I can feel sleet and rain fall. They say that suspect is Daryl Omar McMillan and the victim is James Madison. Police were called to this home you see, or this apartment building behind me, for a domestic. When they were outside, the documents say they heard a gunshot. When they went inside, they found the suspect with the gun and a victim lying on the bathroom floor. The broken windshield cracks spread out like clusters of spider webs, and the damage near North 12th and Marion Streets in Reading spreads from car to car.
The windshield is going to be $400.
Are you going to call your police report? Halloween turned into a night of mischief with people like Elizabeth Beltran and about a dozen others feeling the impact.
I was like, who would do something like this? Like, what's the pleasure on like breaking others' good items?
Sometime during the night, neighbors reported seeing a group of teenagers with bats in the area. It's not clear if the teens did all this, but Marco Tellis says he thinks they did. Just a month ago, he says teenagers keyed his van.
Right here.
Now this.
Upset, you know, you're not going to miss like a week of work because they got to order the windshield. It takes about a week.
Cesarian Garcia is also going to miss work. The vandals cracked his windshield, shattered a window, and even jumped on his roof, caving it in.
He's my car. For go to work.
Beltran says her brother called her and asked if her windshield was broken. She said no. Then she walked outside.
So then I started walking. I see this car, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. And then I see my own, and I'm like, wow.
Reading can take you on a journey.
Well, I like to read scary stories and action novels.
This summer, Antietam School District librarian Sarah Wesley is taking a journey of her own to get books to children.
There are picture books down there, chapter books are there. Since we don't have a library in Mount Penn, I thought, why don't we make a mobile library?
This is her inaugural ride. Every Tuesday this summer, she'll make her rounds, handing out free books and taking book donations. Imagination and fundraising got the wheels rolling.
In case you don't have Netflix, you don't get commercials when you read a book.
Ooh, chocolate days. And kids like 9-year-old Maya Delvin will keep the momentum going. She's already picked 4 books.
You see, if you don't read during the summer, your brain just...
The Bike Library is about more than just fun. It's about cultivating children's reading abilities, even during the summer months.
For students who are learning to read or just grasping those beginning steps, to go on summer break and then to not look at a book or not practice reading, they can lose a year's worth of progress.
The goal is to expand over the next few weeks and even bigger by next summer.
See me on the bike and flag me down. That's all it takes.
Katiera Winfrey, 69 News. Jonathan and Grace Foster have each been found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and endangering the welfare of a child.
The law's the law, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
The Upper Topahawken Township couple's 2-year-old daughter, Ella Grace, died from what doctors called a treatable form of pneumonia in 2016. The couple cited their religious beliefs as the reason they didn't seek medical help for the child.
We don't judge them by their religion or nothing. That we didn't take any of that into account.
Pennsylvania law says religious beliefs are no excuse for refusing to help a sick child, and it's that law that jury foreman Casey Tharp says mattered most.
That's what it came down to, actually, was we went by the letter of the law, like exactly what the law said, and that's how we all came to the actual conclusion.
Testimony revealed that even after the child died in her father's arms, the parents never called 911. They instead started making funeral arrangements.
When parents are derelict in their duties, we, law enforcement, prosecutors, have to protect those children, and we will continue to do so.
The district attorney says he hopes this conviction sends a message that his office will continue helping children who can't help themselves. The jury foreman says even though the decision is tough, he sticks by it.